Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert. So today we're going to be checking out a couple more bases. First up, we have Koukyu's base. Now, if you recall, Koukyu used to be, he was the base that was in space, right? He had the big space station. He has since moved his base, shortly after the last Servitor. He moved his base and has set up a new base. And I actually really like this base. And he has named it Cold Snap Hollow, is the name of his base. So outside here, he has all of his, astral sorcery stuff, just all about here. There is, right down here, there's kind of like a little building. There's nothing in there at the moment, but atop it is his iridescent altar. But right over here, you'll notice that there is some reinforced stone. And if we, there's actually snow on top of this. If we hit bottom, it's going to take us down. It's just an RF Tools elevator. And this is Cold Snap Hollow. Go ahead and send that up. I bet that's facades. I bet it is. Anyways, he has put up signs, so surface elevator there. Over here on the left, the interdimensional transport. He has his RF Tools dialing device, matter transmitter, matter receiver. Also, Deep Dark Portal, Nether Portal, and then there is a portal here for Draconic Evolution, which takes us to, there's Luna, Venus, the end, Mars, Europa, Io, and Mercury. Okay, so if we come out of here, we have Storeroom and Workshop number 1. So this is a bit of, yeah, it looks like it's automated. IC2 automation, thermal automation, latex processing system, and a little bit more stuff here that's automated. Nuclear craft, Ender IO, thermal. And then back in the back here we have metal presses. His advanced thermionic fabricator, metal press, and then the automated engineer's workbenches right here. So making the capacitors and circuit boards, yeah, right there. And then if we continue on, farm is off in this direction, and I'm assuming this turns it on and off. A lot of this is cloches set up down through here, and then cloches over here. And then back along, see, it's like a lot of cloches. Gold seeds, lapis seeds, end seeds, experience seeds, so on. He's got, I guess, all space for all the mystical agriculture farm, or all the mystical agriculture seeds down through here. So, and I don't know if there's actually, I think this is all the Pam's stuff that he needs for like his food, I'm assuming. Okay, so back off in this direction, the magic corridor. Yeah, you can see these used to be painted glowstone from Ender IO, but after the last update, it messed everything up. Right here is, I think, maybe it's planned to be stairs back in there, and stairs right here, I'm assuming. Continue on back, and we have astral sorcery set up here. It's generating, a little bit of mana, and then he's basically doing the cake automation, where you can generate cakes with astral sorcery. So it's really easy mana production. Floating cake immerses, Gaia mana spreaders for spreading it out, and then terrestrial agglomeration, the peaceful spring. I'm assuming that's going to be back in here. Let's see, pure daisies there, and right over here, this is automation for mana pool. Oh, I can't access that, but assuming it's mana pool automation is what it looks like. And then back in here, it looks like it's going to be a Thaumcraft area. So, in this area. And I do love the decor. You know, it's a lot of wood, a lot of like grass, or leaves, I mean, in grassy areas. And then down through here, you kind of have these like patches of leaves and stuff. I do quite like the space. I like the move that he made. I think he did a really good job on this. Let's see, western stairwell, eastern stairwell, and control room. We'll go ahead and go back to the control room, which is where you can see he's got a little bit of automation down through here. Some machines in the wall. All of his ME interfaces and molecular assemblers, CPUs. He has extended crafting terminals. And there is his controller, right there. Which I believe everything is ran behind it. You know, all of his, probably P2P. I'm assuming he's got P2P. It's all ran behind there. So, and then his drives right there. And then I know up here, I don't know if there's a proper entrance to this or not. But this is where you actually enter. There's a screen there. I'm assuming there's going to be something displayed on that. Back in here, this is actually where his bed is and his flu network. It's right there. So, yeah, I don't think there's like an elevator or anything to get up here. To the loft area. So let's go down the eastern stairwell. This comes down, there's a little bit of like a workshop area right here. Continue on down, we have, and these actually connect, I believe, the eastern and western, I think. But over here, this is actually mob spawners that are back in here. And you can see the produce right there. It's wither skeletons and then nether star for wither that spawns in right there. So. And then back in here, his reactors, thermal centrifuge, matter fabricators, pattern storage, all that. And then recycling setup that we use for our server just to cut down on lag. Basically just like endless free scrap, but it beats everybody scaling up recyclers because they do generate quite a bit of lag. Back in here, his smelteries. And then up here is the other side of the stairwell. The western stairwell right here. So, and then if we go on back, because this does come out, and there's workroom number 2, east entrance, and then over there is west entrance. This is the workroom. You can see this is kind of marring the ground a little bit, but advanced rocketry stuff through there. Back in there, there's some forestry stuff. I don't know if these are, no, it looks like they might be semi-automated. I see ender conduits. I don't know if they're connected up with interfaces. Now, a little bit of gendristry stuff, ludocrite blocks for crafting, wyvern cores for crafting. What does that take? That's actually not that bad, really. It's really not too bad at all. And then assemblers. Upstairs is just kind of like a balcony area. There's the stairs that come up. And there is some terminals here. So he has access to, you know, all of his stuff from his AE system. And I tell you what, these concrete stairs and the railings and stuff, they make for like a really clean look to this. Where does this go? This takes us up to the farm section. This takes us up to his B section. I remember seeing this. So, chorus, because I think he had some NBs in here. Industrial apiaries, centrifuging, the produce from those. Ender Queen and Ender Queen. So, is what's in there right now. Alright, but let's pop back down. Yeah, B-Dome right there. Over here, on the opposite side, and all throughout the middle, there's a lot of nuclear craft stuff. Down through here, fluoride in, calcium sulfate out, boron in, boron out. A metallurgic fabricator there, rolling machine. And then on this other side, advanced carpenter. And a compactor. And then another smeltery right here. So, that is his workroom. And I believe that is everything within Cold Snap Hollow. I do believe so. So once again, this has been Cold Snap Hollow. This is Koukyu space. And like I said, if you recall, he was the one that had the space base before. He decided he didn't like living in space. You know, there's a lot of drawbacks to living in space, about as much as living in like a tainted biome. So he ended up moving out of space and moving here under the ground. So, okay, and then next up we have purely platonic space. You can see these two big mountains. This is actually where the RDFA's base is right over there. Purely Platonic's is right over here. That's where the road led over to. That like super long road that I ran down during the other server tour. So if we come up through here, there's these big great wood like tree stumps right here. And Platonic did say that we should come here at night because it looks better at night. So we've still got a bit of night left. But up through here, let's see. If we come over, see, off in this direction of this, we'll go this direction first. If we come up here, there's like a little pathway that kind of wraps around right here. And you can see there's a lot of leaf work that's been done. Beautiful bit of spring water, hot spring water right here. It's kind of like flowing out from right up there and kind of trickling down through the base. And if we follow it down along through here, we'll go into that building here in just a minute. You can see some really nice chisel work on that building. And let's see. Let's come along through here. This pathway leads over to a wood farm and fish traps. If you recall, purely platonic space before didn't have much above ground work. It was mainly, you know, underground work. But they have been working on the above ground aspect of it quite a bit, as you can tell. Right up here is, this is actually the entrance to the base. We'll go in there in just a minute, or, you know, the rest of the base. Over here, I guess this means we shouldn't go this way. Oh, it doesn't lead anywhere yet. That is the service elevator that was here during the last server tour. Up through here, what do we have? Storage. So this takes us into these storage drawers. Wow, this is fancy. This is very, very fancy. I like this. Dustbound lanterns. I've been looking because I've been wanting to use the dustbound blocks and lanterns. These are from Quark. These are a new edition. They're not too expensive. They require the popped chorus. So, and if we follow this down, this takes us to the ME drives. Lots of ME drive storage, neutron collectors right there. And if we follow this down a little bit further, this is under construction. I'm assuming that's going to be... I love the signs. Lots of chicken scratch X's down through there. But right here, this is ore processing system. Right through here. And Platonic was actually asking me today about those signs. Said that they were having some issues with them vanishing. So, brine, sludge, essence, nothing. Distilled water, lava, chlorine, right there. And if we head back up, sun's starting to come up. I'm going to set it back to night. If we go up in this direction, let's see. This winds up. I see some blood magic. Raw stone right there. And this, I'm assuming, doesn't lead anywhere. Nope. Well, kind of. It kind of does. It's just not, it's not built yet. This is blood magic crystal growth right in here. Dark ineffable glass. Oh, it takes us down to the mob spawner area that runs the crystal growth. Over here is blood altar set up. And then hot spring water here to stand in. That seems to be a common trend on the server, I'm noticing. Up here we have distillers from IC2 for making the distilled water for the overclockers. Back down here, this is where we kind of broke off. Let's go up around this way first, then we'll go into that building Nether portal, deep dark portal, and I love all the little like springs that kind of come out to this like main hot spring river that kind of runs through. And this is actually the pathway that we split off from before. That connects over to there. And the hot spring water just kind of flows down in that direction. Now over here, if we go inside of this building, I love the colors and the design for this building a lot. Silver wood chiseled right there. If we head inside, let's see, this direction doesn't go anywhere yet. I don't think it's supposed to go anywhere. Oh, the Twilight Forest portal's right here. So if we go through the willow tree leaves. Let's see, over here... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in here at the moment. I think it's mainly just decorative. I don't know if there's going to be stuff in here, or if it's just, you know, going to be a decorative building, but I do quite like it. I do quite like it. I imagine it'll be furnished and stuff, but I know most of the base, like I said, is underground there. And then this comes up. Okay, and it connects up to there. Let's see. Let's go back. I love these color patterns, though. Green heart, desert acacia, like a lot of use of like leaves and different types of wood that like really work well together. Up through here. And which is actually true of the whole base, if you recall. Alright. Let's head to the proper entrance. Or the actual entrance to the base, not really the proper entrance. If we come back over here and go in this direction. I lost it. So it's crafting storage. It's oh, right here. Right here it is. And if you recall, oh, I like that. Did chiseled wood over top the balustrades. I really like that a lot. It's like it has a really elven feel to the space, and I absolutely love it. It is gorgeous. And it has, you know, it has a lot of like vine and leaf clutter going on. So if we come down through here, you can see there's been a bit of work with leaves and stuff up through there and there since the last server tour. Over here is Botania. So if we follow this path through, Gaia Guardian Arena right in here. And then on back, let's see, back in here is going to be Thaumcraft. It's currently work in progress. And Thaumcraft Infusion there. Okay, and then it comes back around, work in progress, Thaumcraft right there. Let's go to that Botania area then. So back in through here, there's another Thaumcraft entrance right there. Alright, that's the one I just came through. Down in here, okay, Gourmet Alice with Delighted Meals and Deluxe Chicken Curry. And there's also a little Indoflame set up. I don't think that's probably running at the moment. Doesn't look like. That was probably Indoflames, and then it changed to Gourmet Alice, which it doesn't look like it's plugged up at the moment. Runic Altar, and I love all this like lush greenery. Looks so good, so good. And then back in here, Elven Gateway Portal, right there. And then lots and lots of mystical flowers. I don't see a Jaded Amaranthus. I was wondering if Jaded Amaranthus, if that was being used here or not, but I don't see it. And then Petal Apothecary, Everfull Urn. Very, very nice looking. If we go back up this way, and we follow it down this time around through here. Let's see. This is main base. This direction, which this used to connect up to the main base as well, like from a different direction. So we'll follow this around. This is, I'm assuming that means don't go that way. Let's see. Wait, what is this? Portal Hub. is what's going to go here. Follow this down. Okay, yeah, this connects to the main base as well. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the other, like the main entrance, I think. And I know Platonic said there's going to be 2 other entrances that are going to be added. There's going to be a nether portal, like, entrance, and then there's also going to be a harbor, so you can enter it by sea. So, down in here, this is just all kind of, you know, the roof atop the base. It kind of runs around there, so we're just going to go right in through here. And it kind of splits off in 2 different directions. This has changed quite a bit, as you can tell, since the last server tour. There's been a lot of work on this base. So let's see, which way do we want to go first? We'll go off in this direction. I'm assuming this is like mob farms off over here. So if you recall, this base, this kind of like just wraps around like this circle. And it just wraps around this main section. This is the one that had the really beautiful like chiseled pillars. I love those so much. I love this like grand hub area. Like it just looks so good. So good. Oh, I see lots of see lots of AE2 down there. Okay, let's go to the mob farm. And I believe this area here kind of just wraps around still. Like the second circle. Industry over here. There's some forestry stuff right in there. Forestry right there. And I'm assuming this says forestry. Yes, it does. And then immersive engineering down along through here. And if we continue on back, which I don't remember all these marble panels being here. Maybe they were. But I feel like the color scheme changed a little bit in this base since the last server tour. I've been over here a few times since the last server tour, but I haven't actually like ran through the whole base or anything. Let's see. Basalts, Blias, Wither Skeletons, Blazes, and Blitzes. So there is... No. Oh no, not an anchor plate. There we go. Shift to let me out of it. Alright. Let's go back in here. Over in this direction. We'll go to the left first. Gardens. So there's Restonia. So easy redstone right there. Netherwort. Down in there. Magic beans and magic beans. Love me some magic beans. I do. I'm assuming this over here is a wither system. Just a guess. Yep, wither builder right there. Void ore miner probably, I'm betting. Yes. Tier 4. We'll go around the rest of that. That's kind of like the outskirts of the base there. I like these little sections here up in the corners quite a bit. Painted glowstone, which I believe is Aurora blocks. Yeah, that's Aurora blocks. If we come through, we have some thermal expansion machines. Let's see. This connects over to the thermal area. Yeah, we'll check out the outskirts here in a bit. Thermal area, there's more thermal machines down through here. And this room is all ender lilies. Every bit of it ender lilies. So lots of ender pearls coming in. I guess, let's see, this is GP production. Basalt. That looks like that's sludge. Okay. Let's say that looks like UU matter, but it's not. Over here is a big reactor. It's offline at the moment. RTGs, which just generate massive power. They're such good power, like, generators. They really are. Especially in this pack. In this pack, they're really, really good. Because, like, everything's buffed. All of IC2 is, like, buffed up. Thermal electrics down in here. Some advanced rocketry stuff. Back in here. Back there. Right here, modular machinery for the advanced metallurgic fabricator and more advanced rocketry. If we continue back from the Ender Lily room, we go off in this direction. Let's focus on the bottom floor first, then we'll check out the top floor. Over here, this, I can't remember, did this used to be the, this used to be the drawer room, but the drawer room was moved up above ground now, so. Yeah, see, this might be where the signs are vanishing. I'm not for sure. Industry and kitchen. Okay. So right in here is Pam's Harvestcraft farms and, you know, vanilla farms and all of that. Down through here, this is work in progress area, outskirt of the base. Over here into the kitchen, we have this kitchen. If you recall, this was the one I really liked that had the iron bars with the glowstone behind it. I love the way that looks. Looks very, very good. And then some castle bricks. Right there, the pressers, grinders, all of that. And then if we continue on in this direction to the industry area. IC2, I'll set up there. Once again, we'll check up the upstairs here in just a second. This is the nuclear reactor area, which has, this has been filled out with nuclear reactors, so there's 4 on this side. I'm running that design. Resonant flux ducts. If we go over here, 4 more reactors all set up and running. And then if we continue on back, the UU room, which I didn't mean to steal some of your, I don't think you mind, but I just stole a little bit of your EU there. So this is kind of like the hub of the IC2 stuff. This is where all the matter fabrication goes. Replicators, pattern storage, all that good stuff. The matter fab is back in here, producing UU matter. We've all buffed up our UU production like pretty high. And then down through here, mechanism stuff. And then over here is the tree farms, if you recall. We actually went down there before. It's all the trees with the crops on the bottom of it. So then 2 work in progress pathways. And then this connects back over to the mob area. So if we head back over in this direction, we can go upstairs. This is above the industry area. This doesn't go anywhere at the moment. That goes right back down. Up here, this kind of overlooks the main plaza area. And I think it's going to maybe wind around. If we go around this direction, this connects, let's see. That's on the roof. That's on the roof. This connects to the other entrance where we almost came through. This area connects over to the roof. If we go over here, this is above the, this is above this area, right in here. That connects over to the kitchen and the industry and the Ender Lily room. The other set of stairs that we passed up. Yeah, this used to be the drawer area. Over here, that connects over to the roof. Well, I call it the roof. I think there's eventually going to be rooms up here. Like there's this little area. Oh, this is the roof of that one section. Over here is the study. So the size stuff and desk and bookshelves and stuff. Right there. And then I believe that is everything. I believe that is it. So a lot of progress. A lot of progress since the last tour. It's definitely coming together. And I love the elven feel of this base. Like up here and everything, I absolutely love it. Like all the leaves and colors coming together and just, it's amazing. And I love this building right here. Like I love this building a lot. It's all just very elven. It is. It is indeed. But I believe we got everything. I mean, there's a solar panel up there. You can see the stump one of the stumps off there in the distance. I love the way that looks from above. That looks so good. So good. But anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode. This episode, of course, we looked at Neutronium block. We looked at Koukyu space and then PurelyPlatonic space. So really good job to both of them. I love the stuff that's coming together. And if you guys enjoyed the builds, be sure and leave your love down in the comments to the builders. I think they're doing an excellent job. And I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. So if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. I think the next server tour, or the next episode of the server tour, is going to be the final one, I do believe. So, it'll be 5 episodes once again. It was 5 before and it was 5 again. Less bases, bigger bases. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.